Greetings, friends. It says in this week's Parsha, quote, "They shall make a sanctuary for me." We need a sanctuary. We need a place where the Shekhinah, the presence of God, can rest, where our souls can find rest, a place we can trust, a place where truth prevails. In this week's Parsha, Hashem commands us to build the Mishkan, the traveling sanctuary, which later became the Beis HaMikdash, the Holy Temple, whose eternal site is Har Habayis, in the holy city of Yerushalayim. Every spiritually sensitive person knows that right now we are not far from seeing the realization of the Jewish dream. Soon, Be'ezus Hashem, the third temple, will become a reality in front of our eyes. A passage in last week's Parsha hints how this will come about. It says, "Behold, I send an angel before you to protect you on the way and to bring you to the place that I have made ready." Hashem, God, says this to the Jewish people. According to the Medrash Tanchuma, the place that I have made ready refers to the heavenly location opposite Har Habayis, where the third Beis HaMikdash, the third temple, is even now in readiness, waiting to descend to earth. I'm going to tell you our personal adventure over the past 12 months, how Corona changed our lives, and how that experience opened our eyes, my eyes, to what I believe is an important understanding of Jewish history and the Jewish future. Almost exactly 1 year ago, my wife and I flew to Israel for a family simcha. We landed on the 29th day of the month of Shvat in the year 5780, which was Monday, February 24th, 2020, the day before Rosh Chodesh Adar. We had expected to stay in Israel through Pesach and then return to New York, but Hashem had other ideas. As it says in Mishlei, Rabos machshavos b'lev ish, many plans are in man's heart, but the counsel of Hashem, only it will prevail. Corona happened. The world stopped. Airplanes were grounded. Suddenly, everyone was wearing masks, and we could not leave Israel. After several months, when our tourist visas were about to expire, we applied to the Interior Ministry for an extension. No, they told us, you have to leave. But we can't leave. It's medically hazardous, and El Al is not even flying. You are no longer legal. Suddenly, our only option was Aliyah. To give credit where it is due, Nefesh B'Nefesh is a great organization. Without them, I do not know how we would have accomplished Aliyah, but we did. On September 24th, 2020, we became citizens of Israel. And on the 20th of Shvat, 5781, a few days ago, February 11th, 2021, marked the first anniversary of our arrival in Israel. We sold our home in the United States. I want to tell you what I learned from this. Last week, I was looking at pictures of the movers transporting our belongings out of our former New York home. It was an emotional experience. Please understand, we are grateful to Hashem. We are honored to live in the holy city of Yerushalayim and the holy land of Israel. But when I saw those pictures, I realized that no matter how powerfully one may desire to be in Israel, we would still be in America if Hashem had not physically taken us out and brought us here before we realized what was happening. We could not have left. Hashem brought us out, as it were, against our will. I realize this is exactly what happened in Mitzrayim, in biblical Egypt, and so many other places in Jewish history, including Nebuch, Europe, just before the Shoah, the Holocaust. We all know that the vast majority of Klal Yisrael, Bnei Yisrael, never left Mitzrayim with Moshe Rabbeinu. They were stuck in Gullus, in exile. They did not have the strength to leave. It's shocking. And now I understand why it says, and we read it in the Haggadah every year, Hashem took us out of Egypt with a strong hand, with an outstretched arm, and with great awesomeness. Even though the Egyptians mistreated us and afflicted us and placed hard work upon us, nevertheless, Hashem had to pull us out of there. Otherwise, we would never have left. And the proof is that the majority of Bnei Yisrael actually never did leave Egypt. The ties that bind one to Chutz La'aretz, even if one has clear vision that it's time to depart, are so strong that one cannot leave unless Hashem actually pulls us out. Gullus, exile, is quicksand. Gullus is an irresistible whirlpool, sucking one underwater. Gullus is a straitjacket. A prominent person said recently, it is time to leave America, but I personally cannot do it right now. Multiply that by thousands. That's why we need Hashem to rescue us, to pull us out of Gullus the way he pulled our ancestors out of Mitzrayim. Hashem and not a Malach. That's what it says in the Haggadah. We have to beg Hashem to save us. Ana Hashem, Hoshiana. Blessed are you, Hashem, who gathers in the dispersed of his people, Israel. Good Shabbos.